So students, in this video you will learn how we can create the class, how we can create the object, and how we can make the global class. So for creating the global class, you can use the class builder, and you can open this class builder with the help of SE24 transition code. So write here SE24 and press enter. It will open the class builder. For this class you no need to be create any group there. In case of a function builder, you need to create the function group firstly, and then you can make the function module as a part of these function groups. But in this case you no need to be create any group. You just can use directly the class builder to create the global classes. With the help of SE24 you can open this class builder. So this is a class builder initial screen where we need to give the object type. Suppose I am giving here the first object type is Z addition. So this is our class name. Now click on the create button. So it will ask you to write the name here. So we have already given the name Z addition. So we are going to create the class. So select this class button and then click on the choose. So now we need to give the description here. So this is our addition class and we are going to make it as a public, and just deselect it final, and the class type you have to use usual ABAP class. Now click on the save button. Now give the package name. So I am giving here package, temporary package. Now click on the save button, or you can also make it as a local object. So you can see that there are number of tabs are there: properties, interfaces, friends, attributes, methods, events, type, and aliases. So a class consists of two major things. The first one is your attributes, and these are called data object, and second is your methods. The wrapping up of a data, that is your attributes as well as methods, into a single unit is called class. So you can also supply the attributes here, and you can directly implement the methods without the attributes. Suppose we are going to take here the attribute first. This is your number underscore 1, and we need to define the level here because these data object may be either public, private, and protected. So for defining that particular visibility, you can use this visibility tab, but for this one you need to define here whether you are going to create instance attribute or static attribute. So select instance attribute, then visibility. By clicking on this visibility mode, you can select the restriction, that is your public. So we can generally in a class we put all the data object in the private, so making it secure. Now we need to define the associate type. So associate type we are taking is integer. Another attribute num underscore 2, then we need to specify the level. So the attribute may be your instance attribute, it may be other static attribute. So select this instance attribute, then select the visibility mode. So we have selected it private, then we need to specify the type, so integer. Now click on the save button to save the work. Now click on to the methods tab. So when you will click on this method tab, it will ask the method you want to create. Suppose a class contain first method, that is your get underscore data, and then we need to define the level again. So the level is instance method, so click the instance method, then we need to specify the visibility mode. Generally we put these methods into a public, and you can also give the description here. For getting the data from user, another method we are going to use is display data, display underscore data. Now we need to define the level here. So level is instance level. So this is our instance method. Now the visibility mode we need to select here. So visibility mode is public for displaying data. Now click on the save button to save the work. Now we need to specify the parameters of this method. So you can double click on it, you select it and just click on this parameter. So when you will click on this parameter, it will open the parameter page for this get underscore data methods. So I can supply the parameters here. Suppose I am supplying here, this is n underscore 1 and this will be your type. So the type we need to specify here, and the type is because we will get the values from the main program to this class, so the type will be of this parameter will be importing here. So this is an importing. Then associate type we need to specify integer, then n underscore 2, and then again this will be your importing. Then we need to specify the type integer. So we have taken here the two parameters of this method, n underscore 1 and n underscore 2. For this method is get underscore data. For this particular method display underscore data, we no need to be take the parameter. The display underscore data method will only display the parameters value. So click on this save button. Now if you want to write the particular source code of the particular method, you can just select that particular method and then just select this button that is called code. When you will press on it, it will open the source code for this method get underscore data. So you can see that these are the parameters, importing parameters n underscore 1 and underscore 2, and the type is integer type. So this is a method in which we are going to perform. So first of all, we will enter the values of n underscore 1 and n underscore 2, the your attributes of this class. So attribute of the class we have taken num underscore 1 and we are passing the value n underscore 1. Similarly, num underscore 2 equal to n underscore 2. Now we can use this number 1 and number 2 for performing the operation. So what we are doing here, we are just going to take here data and this is result and the type is integer. Then we are going to perform the operation on to this attributes of a class result equal to num underscore 1 plus num underscore 2, and then we can display this result. We can display this result value directly from this get data, or either you can take the another attribute and that you can store with the help of result. So we are going to write here, suppose this is your write result is comma that is your result. Now click on the save button. So with the help of this get underscore data, we are getting the value from the parameters and storing that parameter value to the attribute of the class and performing operation and printing the result. Now we have taken the another method. So that method was a display underscore data. You can display this number 1 and number 2 value directly. So click on the save button to save this get underscore data method. Now select this display underscore data method for writing the source code. So just click on this code button. It will open the page on which you can write. So you can write here. So this is our write number 1 value, number 1 attribute value is comma, and the attribute was num underscore 1. Similarly you can also write, so number 2, just copy it, control C and then control V, and this will be your number 2 attribute value, and then we can also write statement here global class has been created. Now click on this save button to save this method display underscore data. So we have created here the class ZAddition, and we have created the two attributes, number 1 and number 2 of this class. We have created two methods. First one is get underscore data and second is display underscore data. We have performed operation onto this attributes number 1 and number 2 into the get underscore data method and displaying these values number 1 and number 2 using the display underscore data method. So we have created class here. Now if you want to compile it whole, in a whole means that means whole class if you want to compile, so just go back to onto the main page of this class ZAddition. So this is our main class. Click on the save button to save this class. Now if you want to compile it, just click on this check button. So no syntax error found. If you want to activate it, just activate it. So it will activate the class. Now execute the program. We are testing the class itself here, and you can call this data methods and this data from the main program also by creating the program into a BAP editor. So you can see that we are testing the class ZAddition here. So this is our class ZAddition. We have not taken any interface here, but we have the attributes. You can double click on this attribute button to find out the number of attributes what we have taken. And then we have the two methods, get underscore data and display underscore data. So first of all, we need to execute the get underscore data. Just click on it. It is asking the parameters, importing parameters. So we are supplying the parameter value. Suppose we are supplying n underscore 1 value. So this is our 10. We are specifying here another 12. Now execute this method. Executing means that means we are executing the particular method get underscore data with the help of object. Now your data parameters value has been transferred to the attributes of the class with the help of get underscore data. Now click on this execute method for displaying the data. So click on it. So display underscore data will directly display the value. So you can see that the number 1 attribute value is 10 and number 2 attribute value is 12. The global class has been created. Now if you want to see the first method result, so get underscore data, it will asking the number 1 value. So we are writing here 90 and then 12, and then when you will execute it, so it will store the values directly to the attributes of the class. Now when you will execute it, it will execute it. Number 1 attribute value is 90, number 2 attribute value is 12, and global class has been created. So this is the way why we can create the global class, and the global class you can create with the help of class builder. So thank you so much for watching my videos. If you really like my videos, press the like button.